Hello everybody, my name's Steve Conley and I'm the owner of Auto Collision and Repair at 413 North Bedford Street in Georgetown, Delaware. And today I'd like to talk to you about transmission service. We actually have in our vehicles that we drive around three different types of transmissions. One would be your manual transmission, not very common these days. Then you have your automatic transmission, and then they have what they call a CVT transmission, which have become popular. And first thing I want to talk to you about is intervals. The manual transmissions, we normally service at about 50 to 60,000 miles. It's real easy. You just drain the oil, replace it with the proper oil, and that's good to go. No filters, not a very hard job at all. The second one is your automatic transmission, which probably 90% of us are driving around with. And with that particular transmission, depending on the vehicle and the make and the model, on average, we normally recommend servicing those every 30,000 miles. That's about the time when the common fluid out there starts to break down. There is some synthetic fluids out there, and so that's kind of a whole nother ball game there. But on your average vehicle out there, it's mostly just a common ATF fluid. So we recommend, like I said, every 25 to 30,000 miles. And third, you have your CVT transmission. And what you want to do with that transmission is definitely service that thing every 30 to 40,000. Now, your manufacturer might tell you, you can wait till 50 or 60 or 70. Don't do it. Don't do it. I recommend 30 to 40,000. And you can't flush them. So it's really just a drain and fill. And the fluid, I will tell you, is expensive. But to replace one of those transmissions, which we have, is very expensive. And that's why we recommend stay up with your maintenance. No matter what transmission you have, it's very important that you do stay up with your maintenance. I have customers that are driving around with 200,000 miles plus on their transmissions because they kept up on their maintenance. So one thing I did want to show you is this gives you an idea right here. See how red that fluid is? That's the way you want your fluid to look. When it starts to get a little bit brown, that means that it's starting to do its job and you need to think about replacing it. And we can check that for you. We can let you know. Most transmissions today, you can check them. Some of them are sealed, so it's kind of hard to check them, and that's why we recommend you do it based on a mileage interval. And the other thing, like this one right here, you see how dark that is and black it is? You don't want it to get that way because that means that most likely the clutch material that's inside that transmission, kind of like a clutch in a manual transmission, has started to come apart, and that's what's causing that discoloration. So if you do your maintenance on a regular basis, you won't have that problem. So, and this is our flush machine we use. We have a BG flush machine, and one of the things that we do that some of the quick lube type places don't do for you is to keep, to basically keep their costs down, is we put a cleaner in there first, and we let it run for a while. And what that cleaner does is it suspends the dirt and the varnish that's in that transmission, and what it suspends it into the fluid. So as it's warming up and we're letting it sit there and running, and we may even drive it a little bit just to kind of shift through the gears, when that cleaner's working, it's getting it ready so that when we hook the flush machine up, we normally can get about 99% of the fluid out, and that includes your converter that's in your transmission. That's what engages your transmission. If you just drain your transmission, you're not getting all that fluid out of your converter. You're just getting it out of basically what they call the valve body and what's in that pan. And that's really about 4 to 5 quarts. And normal transmissions have about 14 to 16 quarts in them. So with the flush, that's your better deal. It's the best maintenance you can do on your transmission. And we do it right. So if you're interested in getting a transmission serviced in the Georgetown, Milford, the different areas around us, and Seaford area out that way, Lewis, you know, we're here. Give us a call, and we can set you up an appointment. And what we can do is we can go ahead and look over your transmission. And if you're having problems, we can go ahead and find out what the reason is first, and then recommend a remedy to you. So I hope this helps. Just trying to give you some tips, hoping that you can keep your transmission longer. You don't have that major expense. You know, motors, transmissions, probably the biggest expenses, repair expenses that you can encounter. So it's very important that you keep your maintenance up on your transmission and keep your maintenance up on your motors, your engines. We have very qualified auto tech here, and so if you need any engine repairs, alternators, batteries, we do alignments and tires and all kinds of services. So just give us a call, and if you need any body work, we have a full-fledged body shop with auto body technicians, painters, so we can help you out in that department too. We take almost all the insurance companies, and we can help you out with getting everything ready. So, you know, just give us a call, 302-856-7070. Thank you very much, and have a great day.